Tell a man he is safe and he will expose his weaknesses. Tell a man he is being observed and he will hide them. Tell a man his survival depends on concealment and he will transform. Weakness is never neutral. Weakness is never invisible. Weakness is always broadcasting. Right now, signals are leaving you. Signals in your posture, signals in your voice, signals in your hesitation. The world is not listening to your words, it is decoding your patterns. Today, we are going to perform surgery, not symbolic surgery, psychological surgery. We are going to cut out the part of you that seeks approval, the part that fears rejection, the part that needs validation to exist. But understand this first. There are 7 laws that govern how weakness exposes you, 7 laws that determine whether you're respected or erased. The final law is the most dangerous, because once you understand it, you will never see yourself the same way again. You will see your past differently. You will see people differently. You will see weakness as a liability, not a personality. Law 1, weakness is a signal, not a secret. You think weakness is hidden. It is not. Biology forbids concealment. In nature, predators do not ask questions. They scan for anomalies. A limping gazelle is not interviewed. It is selected. The wolf does not hate the weak gazelle. The wolf detects inefficiency. Efficiency determines survival. Human beings operate on the same protocol. Your nervous system is an antenna. It broadcasts confidence or uncertainty. Neuroscientists call this thin slicing. The brain makes judgments in milliseconds. Before you speak, you are measured. Before you act, you are categorized. Marcus Aurelius understood this. He wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." He was not being philosophical, he was being surgical. Because the outside world reacts to internal signals. Control the signal, control the outcome. Law 2, people do not attack strength, they exploit weakness. People do not destroy strong structures, they pressure weak points. Engineers understand this. A bridge does not collapse because of weight, it collapses because of structural vulnerability. Cybersecurity operates on this principle. Hackers do not attack entire systems, they exploit one exposed port. One vulnerability is enough. Your psychology works the same way. One need for validation, one fear of rejection, one hesitation under pressure. That is enough. Napoleon Bonaparte did not defeat armies. He defeated weaknesses in positioning. He applied pressure where resistance was lowest. He did not fight strength, he exploited fragility. This is happening to you daily. Not because people hate you, because biology respects efficiency. Remove the weakness, remove the entry point. Law 3, the need for approval is psychological dependency. Dependency eliminates authority. Economics proves this. The person who needs the transaction loses leverage. The person who can walk away controls the outcome. Central banks do not beg markets. Markets adjust to central banks. Power flows toward independence. Diogenes understood this. He lived with nothing, owned nothing, needed nothing. Alexander the Great visited him. The most powerful man on earth asked Diogenes what he wanted. Diogenes said, "Stand out of my sunlight." That was power, not wealth, not status, freedom from need. When you need approval, you surrender authority. When you remove the need, authority emerges automatically. This is the surgery. You must kill the part of yourself that seeks permission to exist. If you're beginning to see this clearly, subscribe now, not for motivation, for calibration. Because most people will never see themselves this honestly. And those who do operate differently. Law 4, weakness compounds like debt. Weakness is not static, weakness compounds. Just like interest. In finance, small debt grows exponentially. Psychology follows the same mathematics. Every time you avoid discomfort, weakness grows. Every time you hesitate, hesitation becomes identity. Neural pathways strengthen through repetition. The brain automates patterns. Avoidance becomes default. Confidence becomes foreign. Elon Musk understood this principle. He did not build rockets because it was comfortable. He exposed himself to repeated failure. Failure became normal. Fear lost authority. Exposure builds immunity. Avoidance builds fragility. Choose your compound effect carefully. Law 5, the world tests you quietly. The world does not announce tests, it observes responses. A delayed reply, a moment of hesitation, a failure to enforce boundaries. These are tests. The Roman military understood this deeply. New recruits were placed under pressure immediately, not to break them, to identify structural integrity. Weak structures collapse under stress. Strong structures stabilize under stress. Your reactions are constantly evaluated. not consciously, biologically. Calmness signals control. Control signals capability. Capability signals value. Law 6. Emotional reactivity is loss of command. Emotion is not weakness. Uncontrolled emotion is weakness. A nuclear reactor produces immense power. Without containment, it destroys everything. With containment, it powers civilizations. Your emotions are energy. Containment determines outcome. The Stoics mastered containment. Epictetus was born a slave. He owned nothing, yet he controlled himself completely. External conditions did not dictate internal state. That is command. When you react emotionally, you surrender command. When you remain stable, you maintain authority. Stillness is power. Silence is power. Control is power. Law 7. Your old identity is the true vulnerability. This is the final law, the one most people avoid. Your greatest weakness is not external, it is internal continuity. You are loyal to a version of yourself that cannot protect you. Your habits, your reactions, your need for approval. These patterns are outdated software, and outdated software creates vulnerability. Astronomers study dead stars, stars that collapsed under their own gravity, not because of external attack, because of internal instability. Collapse begins inside. Transformation begins inside. You must terminate the weak identity, not improve it, not negotiate with it, replace it. This is psychological evolution. Charles Darwin did not say the strongest survive, he said the most adaptable survive. Adaptation requires abandonment. Abandonment requires courage. Courage requires truth. And now you see the truth. Weakness is not harmless. Weakness is exposure. Weakness is advertisement. Weakness is vulnerability made visible. But now you are different. You see signals others miss. You see vulnerabilities others ignore. You see yourself clearly. And clarity is dangerous, because once you see clearly, you cannot return to blindness. If you are ready to continue this psychological reconstruction, subscribe. Not because you need motivation, because you refuse to remain predictable, because you refuse to remain exposed, because you refuse to remain weak. And the next law will make you even more difficult to break.